How is it going today, loyalists? My name is Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
And we're Couples React, and I hope you've been having a wonderful day. And if you haven't, please like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't. And today we have 3 true school lockdown stories by Mr.Nightmare. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't.
I would hate to be locked in school.
Like, that just sounds, that's creepy enough to be locked in a school.
Yeah,
that's
like,
just,
I wouldn't
scary.
be able to survive.
Yeah, that's just scary. School at night is scary.
just being at school.
Yeah, period.
Sucks.
Yeah. So anyway, let's dive on in.
Let's dive on in.
This is something you guys have been requesting the hell out of for a long time. It took a lot of time, but I finally found 3 stories that take place during school lockdowns.
Uh-oh.
Oh, stories.
True stories.
Oh.
True life stories.
It was a typical boring day in calculus, only it was Friday, 7th period, meaning the week was almost over and spring break would finally be upon us. So everybody was getting antsy in their seats, I could tell.
Man.
We didn't have a test that day like a lot of my friends did with their other teachers. So our teacher in the middle of class just decided to start playing games with us on Sporkle.com. He was a very laid-back teacher like that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
As we were doing some
just sounds
grand
bad.
logo quiz on Sporkle,
I
remember
like that
the exact
game.
moment it happened.
Yeah.
Right after my friend answered a question, I remember the exact answer too, Adidas. The dean's voice came through the loudspeaker.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
He sounded panicked and frantic as he told all the teachers this was not a drill and to go into lockdown.
Oh boy.
I actually got the chills and I got goosebumps on my arms as our usually laid-back teacher too seemed panicked as he ran to turn off the lights and ushered us to the back corner of the room.
Wow.
We all sat in silence for about 2 minutes. And then the usual buzzing that came from a panel in the back of the room ceased, indicating that the school must have cut all the power.
What?
We all looked at each other, realizing this must be serious.
Whoa. Lock the
A
doors.
few more minutes of waiting later, we heard a man screaming at the top of his lungs coming down the hallway. 2 girls in the class actually started crying, which made all of us even more scared. As the screaming got closer to the classroom, the lunatic-sounding man started banging on the lockers while screaming, "I'll kill all of you."
That's
It was at that moment that I started to fear for my life. My teacher shushed us as we all looked at each other to see our peers' reactions.
Whoa.
The banging then moved from the lockers to our classroom door. And that's when one of the crying girls screamed no.
Shut up!
Banging on the door only grew worse as the man started screaming, "Open up." 2 of the girls in the class were crying out loud now. It felt like an eternity that man was pounding at the door. But eventually, he finally continued down the hallway, screaming like a mentally insane person until we could not hear him anymore. I'd say 10 minutes later, though it felt like half an hour given the situation, the dean came back on the loudspeaker explaining the situation, which was surprising for him to do. He explained that some apparently mentally unstable person entered the building and assaulted the woman sitting at the front desk, causing her to flee the building screaming, and staff wasn't sure if the man was armed or not.
Wow.
Now this was before the school had cameras or could afford proper security.
Nobody
so
could have
the school was wide open to something like this happening.
I mean, that's what he's,
The staff had done a sweep of all the hallways and classrooms and couldn't find him, so the dean instructed the teachers to resume teaching but to keep all the doors locked and to not let any students leave for any reasons.
Wow.
The most disturbing part, however, is that one of the janitors working the night shift found the man sleeping in one of the storage closets near the back end of the school.
Whoa.
And according to rumors that were spread by my peers, sticking out of his pocket was a .44 Magnum. The janitor must have done something stupid to wake him up, for example, leaving the closet door open, because by the time a police officer could arrive on the scene,
he was gone.
The man was gone.
Oh my god.
My entire class, as far as I know, to this day, has no idea if this man was ever found, but I like to think that right now, he's being given the proper help that he needs.
Wow, pause, man. That is a scary story. That could have been a potential shooting.
Like school shooting.
Yeah. That is crazy. Wow.
I wouldn't know what
I would tell the kids, be quiet, please, and let's get these tables on the door. Let's put them against the door.
I'm a natural defender, so if he would have got in there, I would have had to defend myself.
Yeah, you'd have grabbed a hold of something to throw.
Something. Like, it's about 20 of us in here versus 1. I bet we can do something, to get this man.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Even if he goes shooting, doesn't mean he's gonna get everybody.
Yeah, no, but that's still a scary situation.
It's still scary.
Yeah, I'm glad Mr. Nightmare created something like this. This is really good. So let's dive back on in. Wow. Story 2.
My school has 2 lunch periods. First lunch period is for all 6th graders and some 7th graders. The second lunch period is for the other half of the 7th graders and all 8th graders. The lockdown happened in the beginning of October. The day the lockdown occurred, it was overcast and rainy. During the first lunch period, I heard 4 loud booms. I personally thought it was thunder, but the entire lunch crowd started screaming.
Oh my gosh.
I was thinking those kids were just serious pussies, but the campus security came in and started yelling at people to go into the multi-purpose room. And the kids who were in line buying lunch had to throw out their lunch and come inside. Me and some friends went inside the room along with a huge group of other kids. Everyone was curious as to what was happening.
Yeah.
Our multi-purpose room is huge, and the back wall of the room is made of see-through glass. When me and my friends were rushed inside the campus, security was covering the glass with the curtains, and there were adults at every exit.
Wow.
My friend Eric was curious, as well as the rest of us, so he asked one of the adults what was going on. When he came back, he said, "You know how right in front of TMS there's those houses?" I replied, "Yeah." "There's this mentally disabled, crazy man that barricaded himself in front of his house, and he's threatening to commit suicide and kill the cops if he's evicted. He was walking around outside of school watching kids in a weird way," Eric told us.
Oh no.
It turned out the man was also a registered sex offender, making matters worse.
Wow. Whoa.
We were stuck in the multi-purpose room for a whole hour, taking up 2 periods. After the whole thing was settled, we were escorted to our classrooms one by one. I later found out that the man lives next to my friend Brandy, who told me about the previous Halloween when she saw the same man at his window cutting his arm and writing in his own blood, "Don't come here or I'll kill you," on his window. Of course, Halloween, people, including Brandy, assumed it was just for the holiday. But after this horrific incident, we knew this man was mental, and we're glad he never got near us.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
At least he never got inside the school.
Pause. Yeah, pause. That's like wow.
That's crazy.
That's creepy. That is crazy and creepy. Dude's just ooh.
Yeah.
Woo. All right, let's dive back in. Woo.
I'm 22 years old, fresh out of college, and I recently got a job at my old high school as a sort of computer intern in the school basement.
Cool.
In the school's basement.
The basement of the school is very messy and disorganized.
That's
there is a small 3-person office that's actually very nice down there. It has 3 nice big desks, 2 mini fridges, a flat screen TV mounted on the wall, and oh so satisfying air conditioning, a luxury the students and teachers cannot enjoy in the school. And of course, all the school servers and other computery stuff.
Computery stuff.
I got the job because 3 of my old computer teachers flat out adored me. I could actually consider them as real friends, not just teacher figures.
Oh wow.
So they all helped tremendously in landing me this job. It's been great. Until something that happened a few weeks ago.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
My 2 co-workers that shared the office with me, Dave and Gary, weren't in the office at the time. They were upstairs working on papers or whatever. I was eating my sandwich during my lunch break when I got a phone call from one of the women in the front office telling me the school was on lockdown and that somebody possibly armed had entered the school.
Oh God.
And I'm in
There wasn't much that I could do other than turn off the lights because, surprisingly, as nice as this little office was, it didn't have an actual door to it, just a big opening, and the door to the whole basement didn't even have a working lock.
Wow.
For my own safety, I did turn off all the lights in the office and my computer screen. I kept my phone on the desk, texting both Gary and Dave, but they wouldn't respond.
Oh boy.
Man.
I sat down there in the dark, playing games on my phone for like 20 minutes, waiting for the call from up front to tell me to resume working. I had no idea what was happening. I couldn't hear what was going on upstairs from down here. But I was not allowed to make any calls until I was informed that the lockdown was over. Then the noisy basement door opened.
Oh God!
Echoed across the basement and into my office. I sat up from my seat, wondering if I should call out Gary or Dave.
No!
I was eager to get some info from them. Someone then came running down the stairs, and their footsteps were approaching my office. I pushed away my chair and crawled under my desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Somebody entered the office, but did not turn on the lights. There was just silence.
This reminds me of Outlast, man.
I can't even describe the fear I was experiencing. I felt like if I made one sudden noise, I'd be a dead man. Suddenly, my phone dinged as I got a text message.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
I felt my entire world shrivel up and die at that one moment as I clenched my teeth in fear.
And you had the ringer on.
Footsteps suddenly moved closer to me until I finally dove out from under the desk in capitulation, begging whoever it was not to kill me. And just then, someone grabbed my arm and pulled me up. It was some guy in a red plaid button-up, jeans, and a reddish-black cap. He told me, "It's okay, I'm just down here hiding with you."
Oh, God.
"What's going on up there?" I whispered to him.
Oh, goodness.
Gosh.
He kind of ignored my question and asked me if there's an exit down here. I told him, "Yeah, around that way." Before he could do anything else, I asked him, "Who are you?" There was a brief moment of silence. Before he started explaining, he was coming in to pick up his son when a teacher told him to hide. After his explanation, I checked my phone and saw the text I received was from Dave. It said, "Dude, this is fucking crazy. Some guy with a gun shot Mr. Buckley. He's wearing a red shirt and hat. Whatever you do, don't come upstairs."
Oh,
I was about to reread that text out loud to the man until I realized. I looked up and felt my stomach sink.
Oh, boy. Oh.
The man seemed to catch on to my suspicious stare.
Oh, no.
Panicking, all I could think to do was to run for the upstairs. A gunshot echoed through the basement, and I could hear the bullet ricochet off something metal in the darkness.
Oh, God.
Thank God the bullet missed me, and I made it upstairs. Fortunately, police were waiting at all exits, including the basement exit, and caught the man the second he opened the door.
Wow.
Oh, man.
More good news. Our teacher, Mr. Buckley, survived the gunshot. It was later determined that the man and Mr. Buckley had some beef for whatever reason, but that was never revealed. All we know is that Mr. Buckley couldn't have done anything that would have warranted this kind of reaction. And I know that the sound of that gunshot will forever echo in my mind.
That is scary to be talking and standing there with the killer that everybody's hiding from. Like, you're talking to the man that basically is causing all of this. And then when you look at the text message and you see the description of what he has on, and then you look and see that this man has exactly the same thing, you're like, I'm about to get shot.
Right.
Now. So.
Yeah. Loyalist, man, I am so happy. Like, Mr. Nightmare, you are very good. You know,
oh, man.
Like, that was a really good, that was really good. That was excellent.
Yeah.
Anyway, that last one was the best one, I think. That was the most scariest one. And it was really well edited and really well spoken. I just... Make sure you subscribe to Mr. Nightmare if you haven't.
Yes, please do. Because that last one...
That was really... Whoo, wow. Anyway, guys, please comment below. Tell us what you think was the scariest story.
Don't forget to like.
And subscribe.
Share.
And share some more. Alright.
If you like reactions like this... What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Please. Please. Oh! 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 My God!
And if you like reactions like this...
Hardcore. Oh, Jesus! Fuck! Oh, my skin! She's peeling me fucking stuff! Fuck!
And if you like reactions like this... Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Make sure you become a loyalist.
And hit that subscribe button below.
Do it!
Do it now.
Subscribe!